Have you ever had trouble believing that something is true? Sometimes we can hear things that seem so far beyond belief. The only way we can possibly believe them is if we see it for ourselves or experience it for ourselves. For example, the current world record for the number of hula hoops spun simultaneously is 200. Or the largest recorded shoe size worn by a man is 37, which means his foot was 46 centimetres long. Or that putting salt on your pineapple will make it taste sweeter. You only have to pick up a book such as Ripley's Believe It or Not or the Guinness Book of Records to read about many more bits of information that seem impossible. Even though each has been verified as true and has concrete proof, sometimes it's hard to believe what we read. But do you know what? If it's deemed true, it's true, whether we choose to believe it or not. At the end of John's Gospel, we read that one of Jesus' very own disciples, Thomas, refused to believe that Jesus had risen from the dead, all because he had not seen it for himself. He even said,
"First, I must see the nail marks. I must touch his hands and his sides. Then I'll believe."
Thomas doubts that Jesus has risen from the dead and appeared to the other disciples, all because he hadn't experienced it for himself. Well, a week later, Jesus appeared to his disciples again. But this time, Thomas didn't miss out. Jesus even held out his hands so that Thomas could touch them. And then Thomas believed. A lot of people today still struggle with believing that Jesus rose from the dead. Believing something such as this requires a great deal of faith. Faith that we believe in a big God, a God who is bigger than us, and a God who has a much grander plan for his people than we could ever imagine. And what gives us confidence to have this faith is that all that happened with Thomas and the disciples that day has been recorded in the Bible for us to read. We don't have to see it for ourselves. It has been verified by a number of eyewitnesses who saw, experienced, and recorded it down for us to read. We have our very own Believe It or Not book full of awesome wonders and amazing facts. I invite you to keep opening it up and be amazed by what you read.